Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play StarTropics. Last part we went through the ghost village and went through a fairly long dungeon, and now we're actually gonna go finish off chapter 3. Chapter 3 is, if you can't tell, lengthy. In fact, off the top of my head, I think it's the longest chapter in the game, which is kind of odd to be so early. We're not halfway through the game yet. We're almost there, but most longest chapters in games like this aren't until usually around the 3/4 point, which is kind of odd. Either way, let's go give the fortune teller her crystal ball. Oh my goodness, you have my crystal ball. Please give it back to me. I'm back in business, thank you. You want to enter Shecola, don't you? I know just what we need to do. Okay, just wait, will you? I'm getting some defense up. Oh my. You sure look silly dressed up like a girl, but it will work. By the way, let me read your fortune. On the crystal ball, I foresee you risking life and limb, a bridge over troubled water, struggling to escape. Some evil mystic powers from a star far, far away. I'm sure those powers are controlling the monsters in the deep below. Oh, omens of Madaster. Oh my, fortune favors the brave, so don't mind me. Now let's enter Shecola. Well, that was weird. You must be from Radicola. You may enter. I don't think Radicola is an actual town in the game. I'm a warrior Shecola. I can tell. We're busy training. Don't disturb us. Okay. Training and more training. I'm tired. Also, could you get a bit more blatant with the female symbolism here? We get it, it's a town full of women. You don't need to literally have the Venus symbol plastered on the floor. I'm a warrior from Shecola. Are you from Hercola? That's just a bad joke. There's not even much of a punchline there. Either way, let's go see their queen, I think. Oh my. I'm Queen Shecola. I hear a fight occurred at the ghost village. You've beaten all the ghosts at the haunted village? Oh, you're a super girl. What's your name? We respond. Michelle's my name. Michelle? Good name. I like you. Why don't you join us? You say you must visit a mountain hermit? We'll miss you. You'll save time if you talk to our head warrior first, okay? By the way, Michelle, your voice is strong like a man's. I see you have a cold. Michelle, you have a funny yo-yo, don't you? I'll give you a powerful weapon called the Shooting Star. And we've got a new weapon upgrade. Listen, you need more than 6 red hearts to handle the Shooting Star with skill. Goodbye, Michelle. Okay, Mike, you took the long way around with that. You could have just called yourself Michaela. You would literally just have to add, from what I remember, just an A to the end of your name. Either way, we got the Shooting Star, and I'll discuss what that is in a moment. I'm the head warrior. Want to travel west? Listen, shout abracadabra and jump 10 times on the button. So now we have our next goal. The beach that we can head along to the west for, we can now actually do stuff in. Do you want to change your clothes? Yeah. Okay, just wait, will ya? There, I finished. Goodbye. So now, like I said, we can head west along that beach. I believe you can... No, actually, no, I don't think you can actually do this first, because I think you need to activate the flag by talking to that one Shecolan. Either way... I believe it's right off the bat that we have to do the thing she talked about. Jump on this button 10 times. You don't actually have to shout abracadabra, though. I have a feeling if this game were to ever get released in Japan back in the day, they'd have you use the Famicom's in-controller microphone for that. Either way, the Morning Star isn't actually active right now. We need to have a certain amount of hearts for it. Like the Queen of Shecola said, we need to have 6 hearts, but once we do, we get our yo-yo upgrades to the Shooting Star. It is a more powerful ranged weapon. However, similarly to the beams in Zelda 1, you need to have a certain amount of health to use it. As long as you are above 6 hearts, the Shooting Star is active. It sounds annoying, and honestly, in some dungeons where you can take a lot of damage very quickly, it can be when you're suddenly going from the highest tier weapon down to the yo-yo almost immediately. But for the most part, here in the main dungeons, you'll be holding onto the Shooting Star fairly easily. Also, I should probably bring something up. I apologize if in the background you hear a bit of a whirring for the next while in videos. It's summer and it's finally starting to get hot up here in my area, Massachusetts. So I'm gonna be having like my air conditioning on and such, so you might hear that. It takes a while for it to get hot up in this area, Massachusetts, though. It's late May right now. So one good thing about Massachusetts. You get some of the bitterest winters you can see, but you also get some of the really good summers. Either way, that cave is very short, obviously. And now if we head along east to along that coast, we'll find ourselves at a mountain that we need to climb because we need to find the mountain hermit to get the curse off of Bananette. However, first we have to go through that cave to get into the actual mountain. Because mountains are steep, man. We can't climb that shit. I'm Poe, the famous poet of the Southern Island. Like my poems? Rain drops from heavens, fountain springs from earth, lifting my spirits high. No, it's not, well, what is the name of, poetry that rhymes? Prose, I think? I forget. The English class was not my forte. Either way, welcome to the mountain dungeon. This place has a lot of hidden doorways. Also, keep in mind what Poe said for later. It's gonna come in handy. Honestly, this dungeon, though, at least for the first third half, I forget how short this place is, honestly, is nothing new. Which is a bit of a running theme in this game's dungeons. They reuse not only a lot of the same tile sets and enemies, but also a lot of the same gimmicks. The darkness gimmick, partnered with the constant hidden passageways in the Ghost Village dungeon, was probably the most unique gimmick we've seen this far, but we do have these things first appearing. These are similar to the blocks that sank into the water/lava earlier, only they fall down the moment you step on them. Obviously, you want to try and move off of them, however, if you step on them and just do a neutral jump, you will land on them when the block lands back up on above the surface of the water. So, it is possible to theoretically stand on them. Also, I hate this. Yeah, that's dickish. There is no indication that that block is there, and that's really dumb. And suddenly we're in Mountain Zone again. I actually really do like this song, but I like this game's entire soundtrack. The red blocks are the exact same one as the light blue blocks from earlier. Basically, I think the colors to the tile colors just changed due to what the lava around them is. And now we have, I think these are supposed to be kappas. Yeah, they look very much like kappas. They are dangerous because they can jump onto the green block. So if you want to take them out, you really should just try and take them out on the normal ground so you can actually escape more easily. I do find it kind of odd that they give us the bolas in this dungeon when, if you're good with the Morning Star, you really never need to use them. Because this dungeon really doesn't actually have a boss fight. It has, I guess, boss enemies, because there are some higher HP and damage enemies towards the end. Also, pointless clock that you never need to use. But there's no real point in how is that skull floating over lava? Well, if you're good at figuring stuff out, that's a hint towards something. We'll see what that is in a moment. But first, we want to come over here for a red potion. And 2 hearts. The 2 hearts are mainly why I'm coming over here, so I can get myself my Morning Star back. Shooting Star, rather. I think it's called a Morning Star more often than I should, because that's the normal name for that kind of ranged weapon. I am surprised I didn't take damage there. And over there we got an extra life. But not just 1, but 2! Like I said before, extra lives come in 3 varieties. +1, +2, and -1. They are entirely set, and I think there's like 1 or 2 I don't go out of my way to get, mostly just because they're too out of the way. But they are there if you want to go and find them. Also, it just now occurred to me, the shooting star, rather, when it's thrown, actually looks a bit like the Yosaichi from Capcom games. Huh. Weird. Mike might just be the most powerful, how would they say he was in the manual? Like 11 or so? Kid ever? Because he's managing to do good damage with a freaking yo-yo. Obviously, I mean, if you've ever gotten hit in, like, the head by a yo-yo, that stuff still hurts, but he's managing to, like, murder minotaurs and zombies with it, which is incredible. Link wishes he could be like that. Speaking of minotaurs, not really hard. This is the big puzzle area of the dungeon, though. Why? I'll show it off in a moment. This enemy's weird, by the way. It's kind of like a weird, more aggressive version of the trap from the Zelda Oracle games that goes after you if you're in a line of sight with it. Only, you have to hit it first for it to be like that. Afterwards, it just kind of charges back and forth. Either way, this room here is our goal. We need to get to that water spout from Poe's poem over there. However, if you're noticing, there's no way to get to the water spout visible. We can't get from the west, and I'll tell you for a fact, the north and south are dead ends as well. So we need to go and figure out a way in from the east. Which is, trickier than you'd think. I actually forget what the green blocks in the north and south parts of that room do, though. Probably just opens the door back up so you can get back into the previous room, but... Our bosses, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, here's the room to the east of it, and would you believe that we have to just walk through the wall? That's stupid. But now we can jump on the water spout and have a mini seizure, apparently. But that somehow has enough force to get us to the mountain hermit. Okay. Is that amount of... Why? No, I guess geysers exist, so high water pressure like that is very possible, but I doubt it can make you fly this high up. You came very far in search of my spell. Oh, you are fantastic! I'll give you the scroll of Bobob. We've got the scroll. Don't mention it. Hurry and save the girl. Run, run! Hurry, hurry! Run, run! Hurry, hurry! Are they just gonna keep saying this? You know, it doesn't take that long to get there. Tired and out of breath, we arrive at Shecola. Mike, please read the scroll and wake up Bananette. Bebob, bebob, uma, bob. Bebob, bebob, uma, bob. Get up, bob, uma, bob. Wake up, my Bananette! I'm not saying that spell again. That's really weird. But her face is definitely twitching, so it's working somewhat by the looks. Wow, it's a Shecola! Bananette, Daddy's here! Good morning, Daddy. I sure slept well. I'm hungry. Is dessert ready? Bananette, put down that banana cream pie! Bananette. Mike, we'll never forget your kindness. You say you must go? Oh yeah, to rescue your uncle. I've ordered to repair your ship. Let's go. Okay, cool, thanks, bye. Navcom here, Captain. I've been waiting for you to return. Subsea is ready to launch. All ahead full. And that's chapter 3. I don't like that chapter too much. Mostly just due to the Ghost Village. Either way, chapter 4, Confession. Subsea is cruising on the ocean. A small island appears on the horizon. Wow, that's a very weirdly shaped island. Do you think they deliberately placed their village to look like an eyeball? Hello, people. Hi, my name's Bait. Today I met a guy sailing all the way from Sea Island to find a boy like you. I bet he's still rolling his raft in the East Ocean. To find a guy like us from Sea Island? I'm a fisherman. Welcome to Shecola. Have you heard of the raw fish eaters island, Shecola? No, but that sounds very dangerous. I'll become a good fisherman like my daddy. My daddy's a fisherman. I'm a fisherman. I missed a big one, as big as a whale. Are you sure that you weren't just fishing up a whale? Either way, as you can see, not much to do in that village, but we got information telling us to head towards the East Ocean at least, so let's, I guess, head over there. Ah, nice, calm, open seas, nothing to... Oh, hey, that's... Oh, jeez! Okay, then. Getting flashbacks to Final Fantasy II. Baboo? Wow, Mike, it's me, Baboo, Dr. J's assistant. Do you remember me? At last, I found you. But did we have to meet in the belly of this whale? Mike, I must tell you, I witnessed the kidnap of your uncle. A huge flying ship appeared in the sky. I did not tell you because I was afraid it would return for me. But the Southern Cross gave me courage and strength to find you. I'm sorry I was scared, but now I must help. Let's find a way out of this fish with bad taste. Well, let me see. That's it, Mike. We'll make him sneeze. Let's build a fire. Dr. J gave me a lighter. It was in my pocket. Shoot, I lost it when I was swallowed. It must be around here. Let's find it. And this entire chapter's dungeon is just a maze in this whale. It's actually a weird little breather chapter. This maze isn't too complicated, though. I believe there's even a full map of it on, like, VG Maps or something. But, you can just directly follow what I'm doing and you can get through it, no problem. There's only one thing to find, and it is that lighter, and it's in one specific location every playthrough, thankfully. There are 2 ways to get to that location, just the fact that one way at the very end is blocked off, just to kind of cock block you. Don't like the music in here, by the way. It's, really, really annoying. The biggest thing I can say about this place is never get off your raft until you're sure of where you are, because there are false docks for you to get off of that lead to basically nothing. And then there's a hidden passage. And now we can get out. Those fish bones are what will block you off from the light from the other path, by the way. I believe they have basically almost the exact same coating as the mountains in the normal overworld, just the fact that they're not mountains. And there's the lighter. Sweet. And thankfully, the game is a bit more merciful than you'd think on us. Because there is another way to get back towards where Baboo was. You may have noticed in the room right before this one, there was a dive square. This dive square takes us basically right next to Baboo. And here we are. So now let's give him that lighter. Mike, let's build a fire. You built a fire. It's getting smokier. It's getting smokier. Mike, help, I got smoke in my eyes. This is directly ripping off Pinocchio. Huh. Whee! And my legs are broke, your legs are broke, and the sub is fine. Whew, we made it. I promise to never smoke again. Okay, Mike, I have to tell you Dr. J's last words. Evil aliens from a distant planet. Tell Mike to dip my letter in water. Do you understand? More or less. Dr. J's been abducted by aliens in the flying ship. Mike, leave me here. I'll be okay. Please, help Dr. J. And now for a bit of a weird, interesting moment. That letter I mentioned back in part 1 that Dr. J sent us that was also in the box, if you dip the lower half in water, a bit of an invisible ink thing happens after a bit where text shows up. The exact message found on it from our uncle is, Mike, I found some strange ciphers in my last voyage. Since then, someone has been watching me. I put a tiny transmitter in my shoe. Its frequency is 747 megahertz. So now let's go over to Navcom and see if we can do anything with that. Navcom here, Captain. Input frequency. And now we just need to put it in. Theoretically, if you have enough time, you could just go through all 1,000 combinations. Aye, Captain. Frequency tracking system set for Dr. J's location. If I pick up a signal, I'll alert you. Subsea is ready to launch. All ahead full. But that would just take forever. It's better just to do that. And the Wii eShop version actually has a little thing in the Wii menu to do that for you. Number 5, Captain Bell. Subsea is searching for Dr. Jones' locations, but the strait is blocked. Alright, but with that, I'm going to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. And in part 5, we'll be doing chapter 5 and see if we can unblock that strait with the pirate ship in it. See you guys then.